Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Land of the Vikings. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. In this episode, we're going to continue to work on our little town here, and it's been over a week now since I've made a video of our game here, and I apologize for that. I've been working really hard on getting my house back put together here. We've had lots of renovations going on. We've got a new floor in there. We're working on a kitchen. We did painting. Everything was moved down to the garage. This has been this whole big thing, so I've been trying to prioritize that, get that all taken care of. Apologies for kind of ignoring YouTube here for a little while, but hopefully pretty soon we'll be back on track with more consistent videos. Okay, let's see. We got a trade ship here. Let's go ahead and check out what they have. So one thing that I was kind of looking for a little bit is to export some stuff. So we've been importing all sorts of things, right? It's just like we're doing right now. When there's food that comes in, I've been buying food. So what I want to try and see if we can do, so we have 400 leather there. So let's see, what is this? So what do we do here? So I'm not sure how to export. So right there didn't do anything. So if we say port 1, ooh, look at this. So can we send trade ship? Ah, okay. So just like when we're raiding, we can do these trade ships, looks like. So we have our NAR, and then we can auto select crew, but this is the thing. We need lots of beer. And currently, we're not being able to produce all that. Ooh, that looks awesome, sitting in the port like that. So what I've been kind of working on a little bit here, we've been putting breweries around, and then I did this little patch right in here. We can't do anything right now because it is in the middle of winter, but what I would like to do is make all 3 of these fields, at the very least, into barley, because as you can see here, both wheat and barley are at 0 in the middle of winter, so we want to be able to work on that a little bit more and create a bigger stockpile so we can continue to produce stuff through the winter time. It looks like we're a little bit short on some homes. I'm seeing a couple homeless people here running around. I've been trying to build some more good houses over in here. Tucked a couple, 2, 3 over in here in this little area, and then we're going to continue to work our way up in this area. You can see I did lay out some paths up here in the anticipation of building some more homes in this area. So let's go ahead, we'll get started here with a couple of these good houses. Looks like this is too bumpy to get started right in here. So we'll go a little bit further down the road. Let's just do a handful of good houses, and then I believe we had a little area tucked over in here for some more poor houses. Yeah, so there's a bunch of poor houses over in here. So let's go ahead and work a couple more of these guys, just for the fact that they just get completed so much more quickly. We'll do one right there. And we'll do 2 in here, I think, for now. That should be pretty good. There wasn't a ton of homeless people running around, so we'll just take care of them with 2 houses like that. And of course, going around making sure that our buildings are constantly being worked. There's been quite a few that I've noticed that needed to be automatically assigned here. So I've been doing that as I go along. We can't do it automatically where they get replaced. That's a house, that's not gonna work. This guy, I don't have this quite yet. We need 12 points in order to unlock that. I do have 14 points, so we could check that out. Let's see first. Here we got a trader. Like I said, I've been grabbing all the food, so I'll go ahead and do that again. All right, great. 85 coins. We can deal that for sure. Okay, Tree of Life. So one thing that I did grab in between episodes is plus 2% more fame is earned. So I thought that was a pretty good one to get. This one right here. As the village grows, the fame points you earn increase. Here is the automatic worker replacement duel. I think this is going to be a good thing to get. It's going to be super handy. And it looks like that is the tippy top of the tree here. We have 2 more points. Let's see what else we can get here. Totem area effect is increased by 10%. That's really good. I'm wondering what these other branches are leading to here. So for now, let's go ahead and we'll get the totem area effect increased by 10%. And that's going to lead us to totem's effect increased by an additional 10% for 1 more point. So pretty good. Our Tree of Life is coming together pretty nicely. Over here, we have ship customization for 10 more points. And then over on this side, it looks like we have a couple bigger nodes over in here. I have no idea what these are, but I'm going to fill in some little ones over in here, and then we'll continue to work our way in this area. Let's go back to our village here, and we're going to just continue to expand. So we have a lot of sad faces. Let's see what's going on here. Feels cold. Relative died, and house is cold. So cold and cold. That's telling me we are going to need to get more firewood going on, and that's, of course, created here with the woodshed. So we need to have this guy going, definitely. So let's come up over in here. We got to find a good spot. I want this to be, so this is an area over here. We got a woodshed right here. They were building houses, so we want this to be close by. We got one here. It looks like we're doing a pretty good job about having these woodsheds close by to our homes. But it looks like we're a little bit short. So let's go ahead. We'll put one in here. I'll tuck this guy down about right there. That should be decent. You know, we seem to be having this problem a lot lately. So let's go ahead and we'll get another one in. We're going to utilize these eventually. So let's go ahead and we'll just tuck this guy right there. That'll be great. And I might even be able to put one more in back here. Let's see. All right, that'll work. And then up over in here, since we're going to have some more things, I want to have a storage spot. So let's get our barley granary down as well. That'll work right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Get that guy going. And yeah, so I would also, of course, as we do in this game, you have to continuously pick up these trees around town here, always highlighting them so we continue to maintain all that firewood that we're trying to create. Of course, gotta have the base ingredients. Hunting hut, auto assign. I can't wait to have that. Wait, so we should be able to do this, right? Replace workers? Oh yeah. Okay, so that's gonna take a while to do, but what we can do now is go through on each one of our buildings and we can replace workers. So I'll do that as we go along here. That's gonna be quite the project to go ahead and fill all these in. I'll just do that as we go along here. We got some cows here, so it looks like we can reduce that number by a little bit. So let's do that. Goat ranch, 13 out of 12. Yeah, we can do that pretty good. Let's go for 6. And then we have, I think, at least 3 chicken coops around here. So let's go for a 16 on that one, and then we'll do a 16 on this one. And then we have one more, I believe, up over in here. And I think that's all that we have for chicken coops, if I remember correctly. And we'll go like that, auto assign, auto replace, and let's go 16 for the slaughter. Okay, got that going on. We got some goats here, auto assign, replace. Let's also go, let's go 10 on this one. All right, that's good to go. Over here, what we got? Hunting hut, nice. Get that going. So we'll get the hunting hut built up, and then we're gonna build some houses on there, and that's of course gonna push our game and stuff away from the hunting hut. So not ideal, but it's kind of what happens, I guess. Okay, so we got our firewood started up. So that should help to heat these homes. In addition, of course, it's now springtime, so it's obviously warmer in spring, so we won't have as much of a problem with cold, at least for a couple of months here. But let's get that resolved before we really need it. Our 2 poorhouses are looking great over in here. Okay, and now back to our beer situation. So it's springtime, right? So we should be able to select some crops. So we got some barley here. Well, let's go ahead and plant that. And we have our automatic field harvest and plant selected over in here. We'll go ahead and get barley going as well. So 3 more barley fields. I would like to get another little guy up over in here, but I had a tree initially when I was laying these out, so I had to stop. But let's see if we can make yet another farm over in here, and that'll do great. And of course, let's go for one more barley plant. Automatic. Great. Got that going on. And now, look at that. We have 3 points already, so let's go back up over in here. And let's see. So I don't need that one yet. What does this say? Reduce injury while working. Let's go ahead and get that. That's 2 points. That's going to unlock marketer can move 10% faster. Clothes are produced faster, and fertility rate is increased. So not too bad. I think I'll get the fertility rate increase here once we get 1 more point. Okay, so we're working on that, and then we have our breweries, which of course are looking for barley. We know that situation already. Oh, so a decoration that I could do, it looks like that I've been forgetting on a lot of these farms, is of course the scarecrow. And we'll pop a couple of scarecrows over in here. And it looks like I don't have any in this one as well. Get those guys going up. And of course, the scarecrow is going to increase the yield of the field. So that's a very important piece, I think, to have in there. I wonder if I could just like spam these fields and just... it would look so dumb though. I'm not gonna do that. Let's go ahead and light up the area here. That is another place where people are mad about. They don't like having it super dark when they're walking the paths at night, which of course makes sense. Then we'll go ahead and we'll get a bunch of torches laid out, light that new little area up, looking good. And then coming back over in here, this is an area that we have set up for a couple of mining operations. We have our mine here, of course. Let's replace those workers. And this guy is getting us coal. Pretty good. And then we have our stone pit over in here. Let's auto assign and auto replace. Awesome. We got our 2 points. Let's go back over in here, and then we will do that fertility rate. There we go. Boom. And now let's see what we got. Bread production accelerated by 20%. Wow, that's pretty good. Only for 2 points as well. And then more herbs are collected. That's a good one. Herbs have been a little bit of an issue for us in the past here, so getting that is going to be very good. Food has been stolen from the market. Let's go ahead and increase the village security. And by doing that, let's go to our objectives. We need a new watchtower, and we need to train at least 5 new soldiers. So I think I did just create like 7, so that's good, but we need some more. Let's go for our weapon parts. It looks like we have 9, so we only need 5 more people. We should be able to do this pretty easily. All right, so we got our 5 villagers to be trained here, and let's go ahead and do that. So we'll get that, and then of course we need to go to our military. Let's get another watchtower built up, and that's going to increase our security, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that. And it looks like we have yet another merchant arriving on our shores. Pretty great. We're getting a lot of these guys. And here we are again, meat, and then winter clothes, and then high quality clothes. Let's go for the meat. What do we got for money here? 481. I don't want to burn all of our money on that stuff, so we'll just do the 2 for now. Send those guys on their way. Warehouse, auto assign, replace. Grave filled with silver was found. What we've been doing before is don't touch the grave, but keep the building going. So we'll do that again. That seems to have been working pretty all right. Okay, and now we're back up to 70 happiness. Much better than, I think we were at like 54 or something before. Not great. So we've turned that around pretty quickly. Not too bad. And everything else is looking pretty good. We have a good amount of wood. Our stone is looking okay. 205 is pretty good. And then we have the 100 dress stone. So yeah, we have our basic resources pretty well under control for now. Replace those guys. It looks like their storage is getting kind of crappy, so that's gonna happen, I suppose, until we can really get to exporting. If we can get to exporting, then we'll be able to make lots of coins, of course, and then we will be able to sell some of those goods, and those warehouses they'll be emptied out. That thing's ready for harvest. Okay, so what are we looking at for goods? It looks like 0 grain, 0 barley still. This one's ready for harvest, so that would tell me these other ones are probably pretty close. They're getting there. They're getting there. Need a little bit more time. I do have a pretty good amount of farmers on all of these jobs. So let's see, management jobs. 14 farmers. Let's go ahead and crank that up. 180 laborers. Builders is getting kind of low, so we'll go ahead and replenish this. I've been doing about at least 100 builders. Like I said before, it's quite excessive feeling, but it seems to be necessary. And then we got our security objective completed. That's excellent. So we got that handled. Go ahead and replenish these. And then we're back up to 4 points in our tree of life. This is going very, very quickly with this additional thing we got here. Okay, so for 4 points, we can get only 4 health and get the more herbs collected. But maybe we want to not do that yet. Okay, so here's the thing. The bread production is accelerated by 20%, not wheat. So what you're going to have to do, of course, if you increase your bread production by 20%, then you're going to have to at least increase your wheat production by 20%. So I'm not quite ready for that. So let's go for our only for health, more herbs are collected. And then diseases heal 10% faster. Oh, looks like we got one more after that. So I do want to do the bread production, but we can't quite do that just this second. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to really go hard on farms, it looks like. These 4 right here aren't going to be enough that I just threw in. So what we probably want to do, we could sprinkle some more farms around, but I kind of like to cluster them up together. I guess, I don't know if there's a benefit to that or not, but that's kind of how I've been doing it. So I think that's what we'll do. I'm going to go back over in here. We do have this little neighborhood that we're developing, of course, with the poor houses, but maybe in this little area up over in here, and we'll continue in this direction. Maybe if we can get up here, and we'll just kind of do some more farms. We'll just farm it out all over in here. We'll go ahead and we'll mark our trees that are coming up. And then I did see a couple spots that I want to replenish workers. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a bunch of farms in. And then we are going to be right back, and we'll see what else we can get into. All right, we got a bunch of fields put in, but I ran into a problem, and that problem was silver. So I had to return. What I did was I just paused the game, and then they put those down, and that's why I ran out of silver. Like I said before, I want to continue to work our way in this direction, and we'll just kind of fill this whole area up, I think, with some farms. And I'm hoping that that will cover our needs for a little while at least. Oh, what I forgot to do, of course, is get some decorations going over there and get some more scarecrow action happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. Bunch more scarecrows. That's good. Okay, so now what is next? We have 2 points in our tree of life. I think I needed more than 2. Let's go back and see. So we have disease heal 10% faster for 3 points. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll wait for those 3 points. We just need that one more, of course. Okay, and then coming back down over in here, looks like we have our poor houses completed. Let's double check our happiness again. It looks like we're at about 70. Let's see what we have here. Relative die. Okay, that seems like that's always going to be a thing because people die, of course. So, yeah, well, can't do much about that as far as I know anyways. And then, of course, we have our goat ranches. Let's go ahead and do this again. Looks like these guys fill in pretty quickly. 6 again. We'll do 6. No way, these chickens have 20. Yeah, I was going to be very surprised if they did. Okay, we'll leave that. That's great. All right, and then coming up over in here, looks like we got another homeless person. Okay, so I do want to continue our good home. So let's clear this out again. We'll mark this all for cleared out. Gotta keep doing it continuously here. So we will continue to build our good homes on that road right there. And then as well as, where's our life? Let's go ahead for our good house. And we'll get this guy going about right there. That's pretty good right there. And we'll go ahead for another good house and get this guy started up as well. All right, 2 more. And then let's come back over in here and definitely do a couple more poor houses just because we are going to need them. All right, a couple 3 in there. And now we're already back up to 5 points in our tree of life. Of course, that is going to be enough to get the herb buff that we were looking at here. So let's go ahead and get the diseases heal 10% faster, and then we can see what this last heart one is up here. Not today. Increases the death rate upward limit from old age. So what I think that's trying to say is people live longer. That's what I'm gonna guess that says. 14 points. So I mean that's a lot of points, but that's a pretty powerful benefit. So maybe we'll save our pennies and we'll try and get to that. That'd be a pretty good one to get. Place those workers. Oh, so what I do have a couple totems over here. That's good. We got all 4. That's good. That's good. Messenger brought news. There's news from neighboring villages. Recently, their merchant ships saw ships full of warriors who aim to come to our village. All right, we have seen this before. We must be ready for anything. So that means we will be raided here shortly. So we're just gonna have to hold up for a second and wait for those guys to arrive, I guess. All right, well, I'm just gonna go over here and we'll see if we can find any other buildings that need extra workers or anything like that. Looks pretty good. All right, here we go. Our village is under attack. There are dozens of ships and warriors coming to attack our village. Okay, so we have give them what they want, avoid fighting, prepare your all defense and fight, prepare the warriors to defend and counterattack. Okay, so we have percentages here. We have success with a 50% chance, fail with a 52% chance. Buildings will be damaged or destroyed, villagers can die. And then we have success of 35% and then counterattack success of 26. Oof. Let's flip that coin. We're gonna go for a 50% success win. Our warriors failed to defend the village. We lost the war. Some buildings were damaged. Our valiant warriors to Valhalla. 33 villagers, 8 light warriors. We lost wool, fabric, light armor, heavy armor, leather, iron, herbs, fish, fruits, meat, gold. Shame. Rip. Big rip. Okay, so as you can hear, things are crumbling. I'm not seeing where they are crumbling, but they definitely are. And then we're down back to 53 happiness. Yeah. Oof. Big oof on that one. Okay, so, of course, what we gotta do, the only thing to do, of course, is we gotta rebuild. So we'll rebuild you. And, I guess what we have to do to prepare next time, more villagers, more warriors, I guess, more specifically. And then we are gonna go into some decorations And what we can do, they have, like these guys right here, increases the defense of the village. So we could utilize some of these because I haven't been. We can just kind of sprinkle these guys around. And maybe I'll do this a little bit more. So let's see how many of these guys it takes to up that from 20 to 21. Looks like a lot. An excessive amount, I feel like. It's a lot of shields that I just kind of tucked in those guys' backyard. Okay, so now we're at 21. So yeah, let's see what we got to do for rebuild procedures. All these houses are still collapsing. Oh my goodness, I wish it would have been all at one time. Okay, well that's happening. Let's go ahead and fix our windmill here. Auto assign and replace. Okay, and there's that. Yeah, so this is gonna be quite the deal to kind of bounce back from this. We have the poor houses, so hopefully that sates the need for a while. Looks like we got lots of homeless people. So I think what we'll have to do is throw in a couple more poor houses in here. I remember when I said, oh, let's not do any more poor houses, but you know, the need is calling for it, so that's what we got to do. Well, let's go ahead and we'll do those 4. I'm gonna bring the road up here and we'll connect like that. Okay, so those will get worked on, those will get built up, homeless people will get taken care of, and then we're already bouncing back to 68 happiness. So it was bad, right? We lost a bunch of stuff, but not terrible. We didn't get totally wiped. We're doing pretty well overall. So beer was an issue, remember? We're at 49 beer. So what I think we will do for now, we're gonna continue to rebuild a little bit because, well, we have to, right? We'll do that, get these meats and stuff. We'll do some trading. And then I think what we'll do, okay, can join, sure. And I think what we'll do in our next episode, I think we will be the ones who initiate a raid. We have for the 42 beer. Now, if I remember correctly now, I believe it was 60 beer. So let's continue to work on our beer situation. We'll get more barley, we'll get some more breweries going, and then we'll do our own raid, and we will initiate it. Because we haven't done that yet. We tried a few times, didn't work. But I think that's going to be it for this episode of Land of the Vikings. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night, and I'll talk to you again soon.